Hello, friend. Good morning. Just wanted to hop on here just to share some thoughts on the idea of doing something is better than doing nothing. And I feel like I've really learned this principle over the past handful of years as I've developed my consistency and discipline. I just wanted to share why that is a principle that I live by and that I do my best to show up even on my worst days, because that's where you really build yourself. And wanted to share number one, it's because it's a mental game before it's a physical game, y'all. It is mental before it is physical. And for me, showing up and doing something keeps me mentally in the game, mentally engaged, mentally active, mentally invested in the goals and what I'm working towards, instead of giving up, clocking out, or checking out and just saying, well, whatever, I don't care if it does or doesn't. So showing up, even on the days I don't feel like it, and valuing something over nothing means that I am proving and telling and expressing to myself that I'm still in the game and I'm still locked in to what I'm working towards. And an offshoot of that is that it's way easier to maintain momentum than to rebuild. It's way easier to maintain the work you're doing than to rebuild from zero. And I was reflecting on this talking to somebody the other day. I was like, it's almost 4 months into the year. And I know most of us have probably lost maybe the motivation or the momentum. And now we're having to rebuild because we haven't just sustained a level of whatever it is, right? Whatever you're working towards. We haven't just sustained, regardless of how small or big the action we've taken, we haven't sustained the momentum forward. So now we're starting from scratch again. And it is so much harder mentally to do that. So much harder. Okay, and the second thing is progress over perfection. We underestimate how baby steps and just progressing, however small that looks that day, however ugly or messy that looks that day, will get us closer to our goals than doing nothing. And obviously when we think about it, it makes sense, yet in the moment we choose to do nothing over doing something. And we underestimate the power of just using what we have, doing what we can, and starting with where we're at. That is the most powerful step you can take, is that first step, and then maintaining that decision along the way and just deciding I'm going to take the baby steps until I can take the jump, until I can jump. I'm going to take the baby steps until I can run. I'm going to take the baby steps until I can leap forward. And you know what? Even when you're leaping, you're still going to have to take baby steps along the way. So it's just valuing every single step and saying I'm going to progress and I'm not going to focus on perfection because I can do something.